Everybody, welcome to my home, welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making Easter bread. I have the final product, half of the final product. We ate the other two already right there. They're beautiful. It's a soft brioche bread that my children love, and it's such a traditional bread for Easter that you need to make it. Okay, simple ingredients, things we have at home all the time. The kids had fun coloring the Easter eggs that we're going to be using. So let me get started with the ingredients. I don't know if you want to take a closer look at the final product. Look how soft it is. It's a brioche bread. It's wonderful even inside. Let's get started with the ingredients. I have 5 cups of bread flour. I have a cup of warm milk. It should be around 110, 115 degrees if you have a thermometer, Fahrenheit. I have 2 teaspoons of dry active yeast, half a cup of sugar, and I'm going to take a teaspoon out of the sugar and add it to my milk. Then we have a teaspoon of salt, 2 eggs at room temperature, half a cup of soft butter, and half a cup of orange juice, which is actually the juice that once I zest the orange, I remove the juice. So it should be you should measure, it should be half a cup. So the zest of the orange too. And right here I have 1 egg that's beaten with a little bit of the water, and that's going to be to brush the Easter bread on top. So let's get started. I'm going to proof the yeast, and the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to take a teaspoon of the sugar from my half a cup and just add it right here in my warm milk and add the yeast right in. And what we want to see that the yeast will bubble up, that means it's alive and it's active. Just give it a second or so and you'll see that it will start foaming up nicely. I know it's good because I just used it before, but yeah, you see that? You see all the foam? That means it's good. All right, now I'm going to add in my stand-up mixer the flour, the salt, and the sugar. I'm going to give it a mix with the small spoon, but just mix it all together. Get it all well incorporated like that. Okay, the next thing is going to be the zest of the orange. Let's get that in too. And now let's get it under the KitchenAid. Eggs go in. Let's add the yeast with the milk mixture. Orange juice goes in. And just let it absorb, the liquid absorb all the dry ingredients and become a dough. I want you to see how all the ingredients have been absorbed. Now what we need to add is piece by piece, I'm going to be adding the butter. So give it a little a dab of butter and let the dough pick it up. And continue doing this until you put the whole half a stick of butter in. Let it keep mixing until it forms a soft dough. And all the butter is well incorporated. As the dough is getting made, what you want to do, take a little dab of butter and just grease the bowl where we're going to leave the Easter bread to rise. So just smooth it out. See that? It's been kneading for 5 minutes. As you can see, it already has changed in consistency. I don't know if you could see it. I'm going to lower the bowl and I'm going to show you. See that? It's a soft dough, but absolutely not sticky. And that's what you want. So now it's ready to be moved out over onto the work surface. Okay, now we want to just create a nice round. Okay. just give it another turn to get it all together into, deve fare la faccia. It's got to look pretty, okay? Now, there it goes. Okay, ecco fatto. And let's put it in here. Saran wrap over it. Now let it rise. Okay, a little tip. If you want, do this the night before. Mix it. Don't let it rise. Just put it in the fridge. And tomorrow morning you proceed. Okay? That's the best way. It has a slow rise in the cold temperature. It just makes for a total different kind of a bread. Or just put it on the side. Let's wait a couple hours till it doubles in size, and then we proceed. Again, if you have a little time, do it the night before. So let's wait, and we'll be back in a little bit. 2.5 hours have passed. It looks perfect. I am going to go ahead and move it over to work surface. Okay. What you're going to do is going to deflate the dough. It's gonna stick a little bit. Can you add just a drop of flour? But you really, you could probably work without it too. Okay, see that? All right, so this is what we're going to do. So here's the panetto. We're gonna cut it in 4 pieces. So let's start with the first half. Like this. And then this way. And then what we do with each piece, we're going to cut it again. Half and half. And that's going to create the first 2 pieces that gets twisted and creates the round Easter bread. So there it goes. Let me continue cutting the pieces. If you want to weigh them, if you want to really be precise, you could also use a scale and make sure that each piece is the same size. Large cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. Now we're going to start. Give it this movement so it makes the dough nice and smooth. Look at this, like this. See that? Like this. Ecco qua. Comes out. So the 1 and 2. Now I'm going to move these away so you could see how I'm going to work it. Quindi, let's start. And what you want to do is you want to have a log that's about 14 inches long. Yeah, that seems about right. It's going to stretch a little bit. Don't worry. Just keep, roll it out a little bit more before you put it together. Afraid to dust your hand with a little bit of the flour. Just makes it for a smoother rolling. Okay, now gather your 2 logs here by the tip. Okay, just squeeze the tip together and then do this. 1 over, 1 over, 1 over, 1 over, 1 over. Turn it, seal it right here. I'm sorry, twist it here. Okay. Seal it right there, like this. This is what it looks like. And just place it down on your cookie sheet. Let's try 2 more. 2 more. Let's gather it right here. Just pinch it. Move it over. Move it over. Over. Over and over. There it goes. And there's your second Easter bread. Next time to add the Easter eggs. Let's talk about the colored Easter eggs. These are raw, so you just need to be a little careful when you color them. You could boil them first and color them, or you could just leave them raw and color them. They'll cook through right in the oven. Now I'm gonna put them right in the middle, okay? If you think it looks too large, don't worry, because the dough will rise and kind of be like a pillow underneath the egg. So I have a green. Let's get a blue one in. I'm going to get all the colors. And a yellow. There it goes. So look how pretty that is. Just push them in like that. And now set it in a draft-free area I am going to put a kitchen towel on because I don't want them to dry. A clean kitchen towel right on. With the kitchen towel on, let's put them on the side and they gotta rise again, and you'll see what they need to be like before we bake them. Take a look. Perfect. Okay, an hour and a half has passed and look, they've doubled in size. Look how wonderful they look. Now, get your oven on 350. This is an egg that's been beaten and it has a little bit of water in it, okay? So I'm just gonna brush the top of the bread. And what you wanna do, once you brush the top of the bread, I like to add some sprinkles because it is Easter, so we want colorful sprinkles on top. I have these round little ones. I'm just gonna do it like this, it's easier. These round little ones, they're very, very cute. They pick up the color of the egg. And then I have these little long ones that look also very nice. Let's get it in the oven at 350 and we'll check back in a little bit. Okay, 40 minutes in. Look at this. Is this just wonderful? Little things like this make me so happy. And you know what makes me even happier? That the girls smelled the Easter bread from upstairs and they were all in front of me right there and they're all waiting for this bread. I'm gonna open one with you because you need to see the inside to see exactly how it looks. It needs to be soft and perfect and how wonderful to eat it hot. If you're not gonna eat it the same day, put it in a airtight container or Ziploc bag so it stays nice and soft. Make sure you use edible egg dye. My daughter did the eggs. She wants me to let you know. Use edible egg dye. Okay, come closer. Let's open it up. Guardate qua, guardate qua. Look at this. Is this perfect or what? See? That's exactly how you want it, that it pulls apart. Oh, que bonita. All right, before I taste it, my little one is waiting. Oh, delicioso. Fantastico. Perfect. Thank you for watching. Happy Easter. I hope you make these delicious recipes for your family, just as much as I love making them for you. Grazie, arrivederci, alla prossima. Ciao, ciao.